So there you have a politician, a member of the state legislature, one of these people that votes on what kind of liquor restrictions the state will impose, getting busted and found guilty of driving drunk. Of course, you obviously knew why so many lawmakers would much rather commit an unforgivable hate crime against you than impose tougher drunk driving measures on themselves. You already knew that, right? I mean, that's painfully obvious. Uh, they decide what laws to make. They decide to conveniently exempt themselves. They'd much rather commit an unforgivable hate crime and trample your rights. But what gives them any right to restrict alcohol? They never had any such right. How do you figure they have a right? You didn't vote for them. If you did, it was maybe you had a choice between two candidates. To say that you elected these people, even if you voted for one of them, is like saying that you somehow consented to it. It's like a rapist claiming that the victim consented. The rapist gave the victim a choice in the mouth or between the legs. Having a choice between a Democrat or a Republican is like saying you had a choice between the electric chair or the gas chamber. It's crazy. You didn't consent to any of this. The voters did not consent to this. When you are told that you somehow consented to this, you say, no, I didn't. Or they say, oh, the people of Kansas gave the legislature that authority. If you live in Kansas, you can say, no, I didn't. Remember what your geometry teacher said. For a statement to be true, it must be true for all cases. They never had any such right. And your unalienable rights, your unalienable right to liberty is far too precious to be left in the hands of a bunch of politicians that you didn't vote for, that you voted against, perhaps. And the enemies of liberty who offer that lame excuse, they can see the obvious flaw in what they're saying. The obvious flaw is, well, you voted for them. They say when they were not peeking at your ballot. Then, well, shame on you if you didn't vote, which has another flaw in it. But what about if you voted against them? What if you voted for candidates who wanted to repeal this blatantly unjust law? They overlook that. They see that wide open flaw. That's because invalid reasoning is the only kind of reasoning that supports their case.